there are people that have taken dramatic actions in a quick snap reaction to refreshing some kind of tracking app like this, which keep in mind, that's all that this is. These are obviously not your wallets. What is up, guys? Broke Boi Crypto here with you again. And today we are taking a look right here. You already see it on your screen. It is HSIWatch.com. So, yeah, as the thumbnail and title states, if you are an iOS iPhone user and you've gotten the new Staker app, quote unquote, update, yeah, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't work. So we need a solution. And I was not aware of this site. This is a good, at the very least, temporary solution, or maybe a permanent one if you prefer it, although I believe this is only on desktop. I didn't know about this. If you do already, then feel free to skip this video. But I saw it on Twitter yesterday, and yeah, was pleasantly surprised that this does exist as a nice alternate option here for us. So yeah, I don't know how many people are affected by the iOS, whatever you want to say, Staker app being non-functionable. I assume that there are more iPhone users to Android users because, well, Apple's better, but also because I also don't know, because I don't know what the breakdown would be for, HEX users or Hedron users that use the Staker app, whatever. It's not up to me to know that. But there's a lot of banter about it on Twitter. I don't see the Staker app really answering to any of the questions, so I assume they're working on it, but there's been like no updates on this. So just to let you know, if you have had the Staker app on iOS and have not been able to use it, the issue that is happening is if you go to the settings tab, if you try to import wallets, neither of them work at all. It just stays stuck on saving when you import a wallet, and the settings tab is just a blank gray screen. That's what I'm experiencing. I think that's been the universal common problem. So that's just why I'm kind of surprised that maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't seen Staker app really reply to any of the questions about it on Twitter. So anyway, I saw this alternative and I think it's good in the interim. I have no doubt Staker app will get that fixed here soon, hopefully before Pulse Chain actually launches or anything. But this site is pretty cool, and I didn't want to dox any of my wallets, so I did take them out of here. But the cool thing about this, to my knowledge, the Staker app has not actually introduced anything dealing with Hedron yet, or Hedron staking. HSI Watch, as you can tell by the name, actually does, as you can do a HEX stake instance, which is what you do from the Hedron protocol or the ICOSA protocol. So it's pretty simple. I mean, nothing really new here. You're going to come right over here where this is the only thing I will say. I'm not the biggest fan of this layout. Like, this font is extremely small over here, and it's kind of hard to even see what's going on. I like the main monitor here. I mean, the headline is exactly what you want to see. Like your liquid hex would be displayed right here, as with Hedron and ICOSA. This is another thing I've been noticing. I just hit refresh for the heck of it, and it just kind of is constantly refreshing. I don't know if that's because I don't have any wallets connected right now. I'm not really sure what it's from. But yeah, so everything's kind of small over here. It's kind of hard for me to see what you're doing. But you can enter wallets right here. I believe it's limitless. I haven't really tested it, honestly, but you can just simply add a wallet, and it'll connect pretty quickly. It works very well. You can see up here that you can go between the Ethereum mainnet to the eventual Pulse Chain mainnet. This is just actually showing V3 right here. I'm not sure how often this thing is updated, but again, I think this is kind of just nice to use in the interim anyway. And as you can see, the liquid holdings is still refreshing here. Again, this may be because I don't have anything connected, but I had one wallet connected earlier, and something that I noticed that even with a wallet connected, these sometimes fail to load right away. So something I will just say, and I can't even believe I read this on Twitter the other day, but there are people that have taken dramatic actions in a quick snap reaction to refreshing some kind of tracking app like this, which, keep in mind, that's all that this is. These are obviously not your wallets. Yes, the wallet address and what you're holding in it will go in here, but do not verify or excuse me, I should say, verify anything that's actually in or going on in any of your wallets by going to the real wallet. Okay. Go to the MetaMask, go to the Trezor, go to the Ledger, whatever it may be, and verify what tokens are actually there. Do not rely on this as the truth of anything about your holdings. It's a good tracker. I mean, we've all used different financial trackers for any kind of investments over the years. But remember, that's all this is. It's only as good as what you're plugging into it, and it can also update. I mean, for example, right now, there's people I saw that have the actual apparently operating version of Staker on Android, and it's like erased their holdings once already and then put them back up, and people, like, their stomach is sinking and they're like, what happened to my stuff? It's not, you can't have that kind of reaction to these kind of things. It is simply a tracking app. So do remember that. And do not panic. Okay. Make sure you go to your actual wallets to verify anything if you suspect something may have been compromised. That's just a little disclaimer there. I think it should be obvious, but maybe it is not. But yeah, your liquid holdings will be down here eventually. These actually, I think I misspoke earlier. These will be your actual like mining progress. So all of the HEX that you have mining will be right here and show you the total. It will show the amount, the principal amount that you set to mine, and your gained HEX right here. So that's cool. Hedron doing the exact same thing right here. And ICOSA, even simpler, it'll just show like your total ICOSA if you're mining Hedron to gain ICOSA. So you can see all of that there. It'll have, I'll be honest, this didn't work for me. So it has your percentage staked based on your total holdings right here. That never worked for me. It didn't load. Again, this thing's a little bit janky here and there. But hey, as opposed to having nothing working for iOS users of Staker, this is the best thing I have found anyway. So it'll show you the APY for ICOSA over here as well. And then right here, your active miners. So every single HEX mint, I guess you would say, you will have the whole list down here. The whole list, you know, if you have 15-year stakes, you know, if you're one of these people that has hundreds of stakes, whatever it is, this is really, I think, the most important thing. You want to be able to track when your stakes are ending so you don't miss one or anything like that. The most important thing isn't necessarily just tracking what your wealth may or may not be. It's knowing when your stakes are coming out. And that will all be displayed down here. You can sort by when they're ending, when they started, your T-share amount, the hypothetical value. That's something I like down here. It actually had what I believe was a forecasted value in this field. So that is kind of nice as well. It shows you what your HEX can turn into. So I thought that was cool. But yeah, it'll show you your total T-shares right here, which is really one of the most important metrics on this whole page, how many T-shares you actually have. But obviously a nice tracker of the current HEX price, Hedron price, ICOSA price. Pretty basic. Again, I'm not as big of a fan of some of the layout and a little bit hard to read, but beggars can't be choosers. And right now with iOS users for Staker app really not being able to do anything, I think this is a great alternative. Once again, this is just hsiwatch.com. I'll throw this in the description of the video. And I want to let you know, too, if you are new to HEX, if you have not invested in it before, or maybe you're entering the market right now, which, hey, a lot of people are going to be doing over the course of the next calendar year. It's 2023. We have turned a new leaf into a new bull cycle, in my humble opinion. And I think if you're just looking at the facts, and a lot of people are going to be coming into HEX and other DeFi products, but I think primarily HEX, especially once Pulse Chain launches, and they'll understand what true DeFi and true yield is, and they'll want to be able to do that with a continuous money printing going on. So there's a lot of videos about HEX on the YouTubes, okay? I prefer ease of learning, and I think the best place to go, as my alarm goes off here in the background, go ahead and shut it off. I think the easiest thing to do is I want everything in one place. Crypto Coffee has created a course. It's only $200. I think he has a discount on it now for $150. If that irks you or pisses you off or you don't want to pay it, guess what? Don't do it. But I'm going to show you an ad that I made for it right here. I think it's the best place to go to get top-notch, like the best strategic info, because there's a lot of game theory in HEX. You know, you might think, well, you can stake it, whatever. This is what the APY will be. You can do mints, I should say, up into 15 years. There's a lot of game theory with HEX. How much do I keep liquid? How much do I mine? With Pulse Chain coming up, you're going to get a copy on the Pulse Chain. There's a lot of different game theory there. Let's check out the video. That's going to be all for me for now as I outro you with this. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll catch you next time. HEXPassiveIncome.com. My friend Crypto Coffee has created what I think is probably the best course for a new cryptocurrency investor. Not only that, but these courses usually charge an arm and a leg. Crypto Coffee is only charging $200. I think right now he actually has a discount for $150. I have a link below in the description. If you are new to crypto, do not understand HEX and how it works, click the link below. It's a quick, easy course. He only gives you the basics. I personally, myself, have thought about creating an intro to crypto course in the past. I don't think there's any reason to do so because Matt, Crypto Coffee, has already taken care of that. And I don't think anything needs to be added by anybody else. So check it out. The link is in the description and sign up to HEX Passive Income today.